Hey, what's up Aquamigos? How are you guys doing today? If you're new here, my name's Tobias, and as some of you might know, I took an entire week off from working on the pond, so I'm ready to get back to it today. The other day, I picked up some more supplies. As you can see in here, I have some bender board. This is going to help us build our foundation for our retaining wall. This is going to help us get a nice vertical wall on the side of our foundation. And then over here, I picked up some rebar, and that's going to help reinforce that foundation. So for the most part, the trench around the pond is pretty much all dug out except for this side. So basically all I really need to do is I need to finish digging out the trench on this side, and then we can get started with that foundation, and then after that, build the retaining wall. I'm not exactly sure how much I'll be able to get done in this video, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to try wearing a mask. I think this is going to help with my allergies while I'm digging. As you just saw, I had to start dumping the dirt down that hill over there because I can't really keep piling it up over here. Also, I actually talked to a couple people, including Vertigo117, and I also spoke to my dad about it, and they both seemed to feel like it was unnecessary to make my wall 2 cinder blocks wide. Originally, my plan was to make this cinder block wall 2 cinder blocks wide, and after I thought about it, I tended to agree with them. So the plan right now is the wall is just going to be 1 cinder block wide, 2 cinder blocks tall, and of course the cinder blocks will have rebar going through them. They're going to be filled with cement as well, so that should totally be sturdy enough to serve as a small retaining wall for the pond. So instead of 126 cinder blocks, I'm actually going to just do 70 cinder blocks, and it's going to cost me $177 to buy those and have them delivered, which I don't think is very bad at all. Alright guys, so here's another quick progress report. So I've almost got the trench in the back dug out all the way, almost all the way, not quite there. And you might notice that it is slightly more narrow than the rest of the trench, and that's because I'm not too worried about it being so wide anymore, because now I'm planning on just making it the width of 1 cinder block instead of 2. And by the way guys, this is by no means a how-to video. This is the first time I've done anything like this, and I'm kind of going off the reference of a couple other YouTube videos that I've watched. One of them being by the Pond Digger. He's a guy with tons of experience. If you want to see like a more professional how-to video, his channel is probably the one to check out. But yeah, I mean, this is how I'm doing it, and I'm pretty sure it'll turn out fine. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue. Alright guys, so I didn't want to bore you guys with too much digging, but this is where we're at now. I think we might be more or less finished. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna go ahead and like hose everything down to kind of make it a little like flatter, and I can kind of get a better look at where we're at. But I think we might be done. I don't know. Alright guys, that's what we're looking at now. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and open up one of these packs of bender board, and we'll just go ahead and lay it in there. That'll give me kind of a better idea if I need to like make any parts of this wider, or if it's, already wide enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now, and then I'll see where to go from there. So yeah, it does look like I'm going to have to do a little bit more digging. All right guys, so I dug out some more dirt. It's right there. I'm ready to add these stakes to hold this bender board in place. And for the most part, it's more or less even. It's not 100% even along the bottom of the trench, but I mean, I think it's close enough, you know? Okay guys, so I think I'm just about finished for today. Check it out, we got the bender board inside the trench, and then basically what's going to happen next is I have a bunch of these. They're meant to be broken apart, so it's just going to be like, you know, these will be separate. But basically, I'm gonna lay a couple of these down throughout the entire trench, and then these wire things, I'm going to attach rebar to those. Once everything's laid out, the rebar and all those little blocks with the wires attached, once I have all that stuff laid out, then I'm going to pour cement down in here. This bender board will kind of form the cement into a wall so that it is like pretty vertical, and then that will be our foundation for the cinder block wall. So I know there are still some parts where the bender board is looking kind of wonky. I might need to buy some more stakes to, you know, put down into the ground to hold it, you know, in the right shape and to make sure that it's straight. But for right now, that's pretty good, I think. And then I think before I pour the cement and everything, I'm still gonna have to go in there and just make sure that, you know, this bottom part is pretty close to like a 90-degree angle. So yeah, before I pour the cement, I'm gonna go in there and do some fine tuning. But I mean, this is the basic idea. I think it's looking pretty good. If you guys are looking at this and are noticing that there's anything wrong with what I'm doing, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. Like I said, this is the first time I'm, you know, ever doing anything like this. And just really quick guys, I didn't forget, I do have some shout outs for the Aquamigos. I have a shout out for Lisa Heptonstall. I have a shout out for Brian Duropan and a shout out for Andrew Yeverino. Thank you guys so much for being Aquamigos. I really appreciate that. If any of you guys would like a shout out in my next fish video, all you have to do is go down in the comments below and comment I am an Aquamigo, and I'll shout you out in my next video. And if you did like this video, I would really appreciate it if you went down there and gave this video a like. That would help me out so much. If you would like to see more videos by me in the future and keep up to date with this pond build, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button and also that bell notifications button. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll go ahead and put my handle right here. It's at YT_Tobias, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Peace.